Hey everyone, my name is Aaron Zint. I'm the payroll coordinator here at Compass, and I've been working here for a long time. I was originally pursuing my degree when I was in college. I was pursuing my degree in counseling psychology because psychology is awesome, and who doesn't love learning about how the mind works and how other people's minds work. But as I was in the middle of that major, at one point I took an accounting course, and when I was in the middle of that course, something inside of me started buzzing. I realized, man, I love this. I love how things add up and things are linear, and at the end of the day, if things aren't adding up, you know there's something obviously wrong. And things kind of work that way in psychology as well. When things aren't adding up emotionally, you can trace it back, not linearly, but if that's even a word, but you can trace it back to something is going on. And so I found an interesting parallel between counseling psychology and between finance as I started working for Compass longer and longer. And eventually they asked me to create a training on personal finance. And the training that I created had a lot to do with how we relate to money on an emotional level. And so as I developed that training, one of the things that became most apparent is that money is a really emotional topic. So we trade money. We all know the value of a dollar bill. We all know the value of a $5 bill. We all agree that if you walk into a store, nobody's going to be bartering for how much that Snickers costs. It says it right there. And if you say, you know what, today I feel like this Snickers should only cost me 50 cents instead of $1.20, the guy's going to say, get out. So we all know that we all agree that money has a specific value, but we all have a very emotional reaction to money. And so it's very interesting. I was watching some videos on of people winning the lottery, people winning scratchers tickets, people just winning any sum of money, and their reactions range from hysterically weeping to screaming, laughing. I saw one guy who was won his scratchers ticket. He was with his girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh, let me see it," and he's like, back up. And I was like, whoa, man, that's your girlfriend, dude. You got some major trust issues. And so people have very strong emotional reactions when it comes to money. We don't always make the most logical decision when it comes to money, even though money seems like a very logical thing because it's so emotional. So where do these emotions come from? Well, they actually come from a long family history. In fact, where you've grown up and what you experienced in your family growing up is a lot of what influences your day-to-day decisions when it comes to spending money, when it comes to saving money or not saving money for most people. So imagine what it was like, or remember what it was like growing up when your parents got a big bill in the mail. Did you have a family member that ever lost a job? Did you ever have a family member or a significant caregiver in your life that got a large sum of cash? Did you ever have somebody that got a promotion? Did you ever have somebody in your life get really stressed out about finances? Anytime you saw somebody in your life who carried the finances or carried financial weight in your life react to money emotionally, or maybe they never talked about it, maybe they were really secretive about it, that impacted you in some way, and you formed belief systems around finances. And so your belief systems creates an emotional reaction whenever you come to a decision-making moment. And so because money is an emotional topic, it's not a bad idea to take a look at not just our financial health, like how are we doing, what's our debt look like, what's our income look like, but what does our emotional health look like in relation to our finances? If we can get emotionally healthy in how we relate to our finances, we can actually start to change our belief systems so that our emotions change, so that our behavior is a lot easier to deal with. So let's beef up our emotional credit score, if you will, before we can add in all the financial smarts. It's really difficult to make logical decisions from an emotional place. So if we can take care of the emotional place first, we can start to make really good decisions from there.